What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's working again. They are chat the damn thing again, and people, as you can see, we're gonna talk a bit about Reggae Boyz Watch. You get me? I say people will bring back the Reggae Boyz Watch. It's either gonna be every Monday or every Sunday night. I'm gonna decide. I'm gonna stick to it. Reggae Boyz Watch is here again, people. You don't know. It's the why always me. Like you don't know that famous Balotelli speech. Why always me, Leon Bailey? Some things going on with Leon Bailey. We'll talk about it. And in my opinion, it's a lot more positive than negative. I hear people saying a lot of things, but we're going to talk about that. And again, it's Whisper making progress, even though really and truly, in my opinion, me have a lot to say on Whisper and the situation with Whisper. Because I think him should have started. Me thinks that Whisper should have started this weekend gone. So we're going to talk about that and a few other Reggae Boyz. You don't know, it's Reggae Boyz Watch. It's back. You get me? I say we're joining really close to the big game. Is it me? The big game, the World Cup playoffs. Them is what? Today what? Just say we are about just a little bit over a month away. So really and truly, it's time for the Reggae Boyz Watch. The series ongoing that will also be happening as well. So people, we have a lot to talk about, and we're going to be a lot more consistent in the coming days. But people, while you're here, while you're tuning in, just go ahead and hit that like button on your way in. Go ahead and also hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. And also, people, share the video, tell a friend, tell them it's a king over here, talk a bag of things. But I don't know, people, while you are joining, I don't know, we have to play the national anthem of the channel.
When Pree TV, big them up. Yes, sir. When the Kasey Palmer, big up Pree TV. Like, share, subscribe.
Boom! I don't know about Pree TV, we are big up, I don't know. Boom! I go about Pree TV, you don't know how to think. Big up yourself every time.
Like, share, and subscribe to Pree TV.
And we tell them, say, Pree TV, and we tell them Thirst is nothing. Zoom in for the diamond, then.
Oh,
Image
shit.
is everything. Obey your image, and we make them know. I've seen enough TV before, but I've never seen a TV like this. I've seen enough station before, Pree TV, the one you top the list. Boom! Shizzle for sheezy.
I didn't know big enough
Pree TV would be so easy. Kaboom! Room! Sham!
People, there you have it. Elephant Man, I tell you how easy it is to big up Pree TV. It's easy peasy, lemon squeezy. But yeah, people, back in the ball game now, right away, because it's not gonna be a long piece of ball game. It'll be one of them quick ball game. You see me? So yeah, people. All right. So first and foremost, Leon Bailey had a very interesting week, a very interesting week indeed. And the week also included Bailey getting an assist, because again, the people, Bailey actually get an assist and then Bailey play at the weekend FA Cup, because we have to talk about the assist we him get and we him go on with, because a bag of things him go on with. So again, Bailey get an assist, the same week him get a start, the same week him get subbed off on 45 minutes. And I don't know, it kind of want to continue one trend. It kind of want to continue one trend where I like, to be honest, because I don't think this is the first, second, or third game Bailey has been subbed off within 45 minutes. I don't think. Is it me? I don't think. Big up Talawa joining. Big up yourself. The princess is in the building. Wagwan. They are burn fire. But ball game, you have to pick up the ball game right now. Okay, just get subbed in and the PSR roll. Talawa, big up yourself, people. Talawa TV is joining. Go ahead and subscribe to Talawa TV right away. If you're not subscribed to Talawa, I don't know what you're doing, people. I joke thing. Well, go on, Empress.
I am well. What time is it? It is 4:45 in the morning, but I'm feeling actually good. So it's good to be back on your channel again.
People, when you see what Talawa do to herself, 4:45. Talawa, so it's on peace. But yeah, people, we're gonna keep the ball game very short and very spicy, but Talawa, you're jumping at the ball game right now. On the right wing there, you know. You're jumping at the ball game on the right wing, because you land right over the right wing there. So you're number 7, right? Leon Bailey. It's very interesting with that Leon. Moving from getting an assist to getting a start to getting subbed off at the half. Very interesting when you make it a week. But we can start from the assist, the game that he actually played and got an assist. Actually, I saw this image, and this image goes What did you make of Leon Bailey's cameo last night? I guess that was the game that he got the assist in. It says, in just 14, I can't put up 14. I don't have 14 fingers, people. Pardon me. In just 14 touches off the bench, he created, Emo. I don't know. He created chances, and I don't know the chances. More chances, see the MO almost more. It says more chances than any other player on the pitch. And then put up the number. 2 accurate crosses. Seems to thrive quite a bit playing at Villa.
Yeah.
Genuine looks so happy to be back. Well, Andy, is this saying that when he's home, probably that it but what do you make of, let me just bring up this so you can actually see it and we can talk about it the right way, because I have the actual images of the corner kick. Where's the image? I think I don't know the image of the corner kick. Well, yeah, it was a corner kick assist that he actually got, where he was saying that the player actually told him that he was going for the back post too much. I think it was Tyrone Mings, and that he needed to
header, right?
Say that again?
Was that the Tyrone Mings header?
Yes, I think it was Tyrone Mings. I'm gonna double check it, but I think it was Tyrone Mings who actually scored. But what do you make of that game? And then we can talk about the start. So we are breaking down the games. Them barely getting assists again in the Premier League. Do you think that he's thriving at home mostly, because this is kind of what this post is saying, that it seems like when he's playing his home games, it seems like he get a differently and really. That's what it's actually saying. Let me try to figure out with actually I say. Where you get from it?
I think first of all, I'm happy for him, because it seems as if he's back at home, back on familiar shores, familiar surroundings. So it's probably the best place for him to be right now, because obviously we saw what happened when he went on loan to AS Roma. Outside of the injuries, clearly it just wasn't working out for him, and they had their own internal issues that they had to deal with. So clearly it's best for him to just go back home. Didn't need any adjustments. I remember when he made the move back to Aston Villa, I think his first game, if I'm not mistaken, would have been against the Tombs, Newcastle. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm sure the gaffer Unai Emery said, because obviously he's an Aston Villa player, who's made his return back home, he wouldn't need any adjustment period. So that goes to show that that's someone there that you can heavily rely on, that, despite the fact that he was away for only a short period of time, just a couple of months, he can still be slotted right into the team and just pick up from where he left off. But yeah, seems like he's getting back to where he needs to be gradually. I don't think it's going to happen overnight, but I wish him the very best of luck. Would love for it to work out for him at Aston Villa. If not, then maybe there's a summer move on the cards.
Yeah, definitely. Now, one of the things I noticed is that he has been taking some of the set pieces, because it's very interesting, because I think Lucas Digne is probably the specialist left footer them have, but I guess when he's not playing, Bailey takes a lot of the set pieces that requires a left footer. So as you say, him back home, and it seemed like him can just plug and play because he's used to that environment already. He may know what the system is like. So that's something I'm used to. But and also, I know somebody point out in the comment section. Big up everybody in the comment section, by the way. Big up yourself, Danny Dread, pointing that, big up yourself. When the Jamaica saying that Villa went down to 10 men. Yes, I know Villa went down to 10 men, and that's why I named the video Why Always Me, because I've always seen a trend, and it's not about Bailey, because it's not only why always me, more I say why always we. Oftentimes I watch a whole lot of, I see it all the time, and probably this is me coming from where you call it now. I don't want to say it is a scarcity mindset kind of thinking. I don't want to seem like a victim card mindset kind of thinking. But why always a Jamaican player? You go down to 12, man. You have 11, you have 10 players out there, you have 9 other players out there. Why you take off Bailey for? Anyways, I'm happy say him get the start. Let me start with positive. 31 minutes in the game against Brighton. I think so. Why not register that he got an assist? Why them not say him get an assist in the Brighton game? Wasn't it the Brighton game when he get an assist?
Perhaps you need to do a refresh.
No, I think I know why. Because apparently them never get a goal to they didn't get a goal. Yeah, Mings didn't get a goal, so that's the issue. So it seems as if they
then.
Yeah, the goal went down as a own goal. That's why the goal went down as a own goal. So them robbed the man assist. Yo, they are still an assist. It's still an assist. It has to be an assist. We don't want nobody tell me nothing, Jordan. It's a must an assist. Oh,
Beyond's biggest fan.
Barely can't catch a break. All the man assist them want to take from him. 9 other play upon the field and them take off Bailey people. Me don't know why. Why always Bailey? Why always we? Anyways, so the positive is that he started. I know it's a FA Cup game, but again, moving from supposedly assists in 31 minutes and getting a start. But I say it go. The keeper get a red card in the Newcastle game, people, and I guess Bailey was a sacrificial lamb. He was the one that came off for Emi Martinez to come on. So I just say it go. You get me? I say hopefully him do enough for can start the next game or something, because he's in direct competition with Jadon Sancho. And again, we're gonna see what that one they go. For me, it's still a positive that him start. I'm gonna go keep it right there. So hopefully him can kick on.
As well, isn't it? Aren't they still in Europe? Aren't Aston Villa in Europe?
Yeah, Aston Villa, I think they're playing Europa League, if memory serves me right. And we also know that let me see when the next game is. So I think their next game is so Villa have the 21st. So this weekend Villa is playing Premier League. Where is their Europa League game? Me not know them Europa League game them there. But I guess them not sure as yet. I don't know if there's a draw to be at. Oh, I think they would have qualified for they would have skip a phase based on their standings, because I think they really was one of the teams that were finishing at the top 8.
Yeah, they finished second.
Yeah, so they finished second, so they skipped so that's why they're not playing in Europe. So yeah, that's what's happening with them. But it's not about me not pressure Bailey and the pressure Bailey. I tell them to leave the youth alone. Leave the youth on the field, make him play. That me I try to tell you dust. You know them take out the youth for what I say. Go we move people, we move. You get me? I say I guess for me it's more of a pro than the con of Bailey being the one that's getting subbed off. So yeah, people, again, I do have I think I had a video to show, but it seemed like I didn't have the video to show. But moving right along, without further ado, we're gonna talk about the next player from the Phoenix camp that's also playing over there in England, because he come like this weekend, and I tell you, I don't know about you, Crystal, I don't know about you viewers. People also hit the like button. No, go ahead and hit the like button. People remember to hit the like button, share the video, tell a friend to tell a friend. But this weekend gone, something happened where I feel so proud. I think the Villa game was happening at the same time as Leicester game was happening. And I'm like, Jano Star, imagine Bailey play, Whisper play. Can't make this up. Two of them there, England. It's just a good look. It's just a good look in general. But for me, leading up to the game, I actually think that this was a game where I expected Whisper to start. And hear me out and hear me why. So before the game, this was the build-up. This was what Leicester posted on their website. FA Cup prep. And again, this wasn't the first image, but it was the last image. But there was Dujuan Richards. However, the first image on your screen right now is a player by the name of Jeremy Munga. He's actually a 16-year-old. And again, in the Leicester team right now, you have a few youngsters. Whisper is one. Monga is obviously youngest. You would then buy from City, also another youngster. So I'm expecting this being a FA Cup game and not a league game, which we all know Leicester got the points deduction, so they really need to focus on the league. They would be giving game time to them youngsters. So me see Monga, may expect Monga for start on one of the wing, they may expect Whisper for start on the next wing. It so happened that wasn't the case. And in the game, what actually happened was that Whisper didn't start. Fine, Whisper never start. That's fine. No big deal. But why make that sis before I go on? Because I know me I run out the ball game, but I say it got sometime.
Do you know what I think it is? It's almost to be expected. And something caught my mind. I'm gonna say it before I forget. And I think I picked up on it when Leon Bailey made his move to Aston Villa. I don't know what you make of it, but obviously I think you might have touched on it either like on a personal phone call or one of your live streams, or Whisper being pretty much front and center stage of the majority or most recent photos coming out of the King Power Stadium. I think that's intentional. I feel like that's part of the deal that was put on the table by his agents, Craig Butler. I'm not sure what you make of that, because I've seen something very similar with Leon Bailey.
I don't know. I don't know if it's me, Krista, but your audio is a bit choppy. I don't know if it's me, but people are like, oh, it's Crystal's audio. It's a bit choppy just now.
Is it any better?
Probably it's on my side though. Let me see. Go ahead.
The guys in the comment section, let me know if it's sounding horrible. But yeah, as I was saying, with regards to Whisper being front and center stage on the Leicester City social media platform, we've seen something quite similar with Leon Bailey and Aston Villa, and I think I put that down to the work of Craig Butler. I think that's him putting his talent, making sure that his talent can be seen. Even if they're not performing well, they're still front and center stage, they can't be forgotten about, so to speak. But I think that's one of the clever, what do you want to call it? Is it fine print? Those agreement there in the contract that does pay dividends once it's published and out there for the world to see.
Yeah, but then that has to be, and I guess that's a job of an agent, because you're saying about the agent is the one that's doing it, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's part of contractual agreements.
Yeah, and no, for me, I'm all for it. I'm all for it because again, that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to have in the contract to say that, yeah. But also, while they bring up contractual agreement, I also recognize that Whisper is a player on loan. So right, having Jeremy Monga that's 16 starting that game, and Whisper didn't start that game, understand, because Monga is their player, while Whisper is a loan player. So they're more indebted to Monga. They're more inclined to start a player that is actually owned by their club. But again, it's a good look. I guess if we take a few steps back, we can realize. So the first game Whisper played for Leicester, he would have played 14 minutes. The game now, when me think him should have even come on, was that 4-3 game. I don't know if you saw that game. Leicester was leading 3-0. And I don't know if I because Southampton, I don't know if I because what I mean at the game, to be honest. Because me that watch the game and I was on the phone with Fire, and I'm like, yo, Fire, 3-0, they must put on Whisper sometime. Because them in a cruise at 3-0, 60 minutes gone. They must say less Southampton lit them net. So me I say 3-1. I say Fire, it might get sticky. I know, probably them nobody put it on because they're probably thinking about defensive reinforcements. I say 3-2. Say Fire. Boy, 3-2. It look bleak, man, at 3-2. It look like, all right. I say 3-all. I say Fire, they must put him on now because A 3-all, them must want a goal. Miss 4-3. I say fire if I have 2 seconds in the game, Whisper must get a game. Alright, they never get a game that game. I say, alright. FA Cup game, as I say, I know that them need to focus on the league. So me I say must start. They never start. Now the game went to extra time, people, and I think the Whisper came on with like a few minutes in regular time. So let me see which minute Whisper actually came on the game. So Whisper come on when the game was 1-1 and it moved to extra time. Whisper came on in the 87 minute for said Jeremy Munga in the 87 minutes. So him come on with 4 minutes to go regular time, 3 minutes to go in a regular time, and then the game played for the full 120. So he would have played an extra 30 minutes there in a extra time. Now, for me personally, what do I make of the performance? I think the performance was, I think it was a good performance, good enough, but I expect more from Whisper. I really do expect more from him. I'm happy, more than anything, I'm happy that he's playing. I know him still adjust, so I'm not really be overly critical of him. But I know say Whisper have levels to go. Let me put it that way. He have levels to go, and we are gonna see more from him. Again, he almost scored. He almost scored soon as him came on to the field. He actually almost scored. And big up 433 Pressa as well. I think Pressa have the highlights for Whisper over there. I think something him started consistently. So even know him tell Knockins for go sleep, but you don't know where they are going. Bonafire again, people that show you not gonna be a long show. I think I have like 9 minutes. 9 minutes. Me I try keep it to half an hour. Isn't it? Me I try keep it there. But yeah, so that's Whisper story over the weekend. Him never start. Him come on with and play 34 minutes to be exact. Him team actually lose. So both Whisper and Bailey's team actually lost this weekend. I don't know. I guess bounce back and them go forward back next time.
Sorry to interject, but I think you said something that's quite important pertaining to the reason why he hasn't, accumulated more minutes. Because like you said, I'm not sure who the example was. I can't remember your example, but it's quite obvious that he's not a permanent player, is he? So the protected asset isn't there. Like the protected asset in terms of Whisper belongs to Chelsea because Chelsea is his parent club. So yes, they're struggling and they could definitely do with his involvement and his assistance, but they're going to be going for players who are permanent players who actually belong to the club, because God forbid they go down and that means that they get relegated. Obviously they want to have some sell-on values for the players that they can actually ship, and unfortunately they can't ship Dujuan for a fee. They can ship him back to Cobham, but they can't ship him for a fee. So little stuff like that, whether you want to call it politics or football business, obviously it's going to be Leicester City doing what works best for the club. And that's pretty much it for the time being. But hopefully he will get more minutes as the season draws to an end.
Yeah, definitely. So moving right along in the meantime, in between time. So let's see. We are continuing to track Whisper's progress. Alright, so moving right along, people. Demarai Gray was back on the grass again. Demi was back on the grass coming from injury. And again, let's see how this one goes, because Demi is back from injury. Before the injury, Demi really hit piece of form there. I think he had like back-to-back goals in a few games right here. So, and he was playing majority of the minutes. So let's see how Demi comes back. He played 12 minutes in the league and then 46 minutes in the FA Cup. I think that was over the weekend, 2017. Yeah, over the weekend he played 46 minutes. I think he started and come off second half, which was very interesting again. So let's see how Demi goes. I think Demi often than the Demarai Gray when we use. So we make a Demarai Gray injuries. You think the injuries are piling up, or What do you think of the injuries?
It's so unfortunate, isn't it? Because I think these injuries started to become more prevalent when he was in it was the Saudi Pro League, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't think injuries was a concern when he was at Everton. I think when he went to the Saudi Pro League, I think that's when injuries became a little bit of a concern for him. And he's probably at that age in time where it's about learning how to better manage him, not giving him too much workload, because obviously you don't want to aggravate any underlying issues. But yeah, it's unfortunate for him, but he's what, almost 30 years old? I think that's what I can see on your screen. What is that, 29 years old?
It's
So I
yeah,
think
29.
yeah, it's crazy because physically he looks well, but we don't know like internally what his body's going through. And yeah, I think it's just a case of trying to better manage his body. Don't overload him with too much work because you don't want him to break down, because he seems quite fragile at the moment with these number of injuries.
Yeah, so definitely I monitor that. Dimi 29 is not getting any younger, but let's see if him can find but the form there that he had before him pick up the injuries. Another player who seemed to be finding his form is Tyrus Campbell. And Tyrus Campbell is an interesting one, because here's the thing. Tyrus Campbell was a starter. Literally 90 minutes, 89 minutes, 90 minutes. And not only a starter, Tyrus Campbell was somebody that played 90 minutes very regularly. I think in the last couple months, and again, probably him start get back in 90 minutes here, but 26 minutes, 16 minutes, and 2 goals. Tyrus Campbell actually scored a goal, and I actually play some clippings from Tyrus Campbell's goal, because it's very interesting what going with Tyrus Campbell, because I think his coach kind of they come out and say something like him basically very effective off the bench, because it seems like he got back-to-back games off the bench and him get a goal and assist or something like that, if memory serves me right. We can look at it because it's supposed to be on the screen, but I don't know. Tyrus Campbell as an impact player just seemed to be. Yeah, but look at this goal. I'm gonna play this clip because I find it very interesting. This clip actually. Let me just play the clip and let's see what we actually make of the clip. If it eventually decide for play.
Oh, he's done it. See you later. Finish. Where's the cello? What did he do? Gunshots.
GDK. And then
That is it.
yeah, celebrating my brother in the sun.
So them a talk about the celebration right now, right?
Same celebration.
Mhm.
Where was our cello? I thought you had a cello.
No, you didn't do it.
Huh?
But
It's about time, man.
man says it's about time.
How many you on now?
No, free.
That is. There it is.
Yeah,
Man say how many are in the streets? So see the goal of people if only can see the goal. So the dummy upon the goal,
Oh, finally.
him left the player for dead around the keeper. And I'm like, yo, this is a striker's finish. Upon the dummy upon the goal.
Dummies.
The dummy
The dummies.
That is it.
around the keeper. This is a striker's finish though. That look like that player can play. You look like that player can actually play centre forward, no people. You look like that player can actually play centre forward or more central to the goal, because me I tell you, it's a finish of a forward, isn't it? So again, I don't know. Tyrus Campbell finding form and finding his feet in this league. Again, championship and in a boy league, Championship and in a boy league. So Tyrus Campbell one of the players them. Yes, very ruthless. I think he's right here. Against Charlton, against Birmingham and Oxford is where him get a goal and an assist in back-to-back games after coming up from the bench. Because if you realize, 90 minutes, 60 minutes, 90 minutes, 90 minutes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Basically, those are the minutes. Then he played 26 minutes and he got his first goal in how long? Then 18 minutes, he got his first assist. So I think the coach, I think it was Nikada, big up Nikada Media House people. I think Nikada played a interview with the coach is saying that he might come from the bench and have impact. So I don't know. And again, this was another goal or assist from the bench. So if you take a look at his numbers, it seems like he has gotten more goals and assists from the bench. I don't want to put him in a box. It's just an observation with me I notice. And again, for me, noticing this and remember about the Curacao game again. I remember Tyrus Campbell. Tyrus Campbell get a game in a Curacao game. I think he came on, right? You know, him on the bench, see the people on the bench for the Curacao game. They're like, never come on. If I just never come on, people, I'll be tell you, say, Ronaldo Silva's never beat the man one time, people. Six dribble at him, never beat the player one time, and Tyrus Campbell not even come off of the bench. And you know, like Tyrus Campbell is a player excellent off of the bench. Anyways, we left that right. This a move right.
Where are they currently in the championship?
Where's Charlton in championship?
Yes.
Because you know, say I think I know where you're coming from with this question. Because for me, I want as much Jamaican players to go up as possible. And one of the things where me always take a look at or try to take a look at is the fact that probably Charlton can go. But I think it's a stretch too. Them they are 18, 39 points, 7 points away from Leicester. Them have a game in hand though, but let me see how much points they are away. 48 to I think they're like 9 points from playoff spot. So let's see. I think
you can't, is where the playoff stops, isn't it?
Yeah, you can't judge now. So let's see where they go, where their form go, and decide whether or not. Let's see where their form goes.
I know some people don't approve of them, but I like Charlton.
No, I think we have all become Charlton fans. In all honesty, and probably you like Charlton before we've become a Charlton fan, because the truth is, I think it's the influx of Jamaican players.
The stadium as well, so yeah, I like them.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm probably you're as Charlton is in London, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you probably know about Charlton better than I do. But Charlton seems to have an affection for Jamaica Reggae Boyz players. So
they have
Charlton.
They do, because John Barnes played for them as well, didn't they?
Yeah, I think growing up, there's a few players from with Jamaica heritage that actually play for Charlton.
Yeah.
But moving right along, go ahead.
No, I'm agreeing with you that yes, it's a proper club. I know some people are a little bit snobbish towards them, especially where Kaheem Dixon's concerned. They're like, why did he go? Well, not why did he go there, but they want him to leave to go to a better club. And I'm like, you're out your mind. You obviously don't know nothing about Charlton and who they've managed to develop.
Yeah, Danny Jed, big up yourself. Danny Jed, they can go up. They are 9 points from the top 6, and I think it was 8 points from the drop. So they are right there. People do it all the time. If them come like that, go ahead.
The sorry to interject. I think he probably missed where we were talking about the playoffs.
The playoffs?
The playoff championship playoffs.
Yeah, I think that's what he's talking about. But yeah, moving right along. How much minutes we are going? We're going over 33 minutes. Mighty God. Anyways, moving right along. Bailey Kamachi again. We see where Bailey Kamachi got his move to Wrexham, and talking about going up. I think Wrexham was one of the teams who actually really think stood a chance at going up. But let's see. I think he was not in the squad for the first game and on the bench for the FA Cup game, which is very interesting because I think he would at least get in first minutes. So I guess Bailey Kamachi not off the mark as yet, but I think Wrexham is one of the teams that I think them can go, because I think Wrexham is on a rapid rise from, I think they make like 3 jumps, so they're 47 points. They're right outside of the playoff spot. So let's see what I'm with Wrexham. But big money move for Bailey Kamachi. Let's see if he starts getting some game time sooner than later. I would expect him. Bailey Kamachi is a player that I expect big things from why. I expect great things coming from in his career. Yeah, I expect great things to happen in his career. So yeah, let's see let's see how Bailey Kamachi career goes for Wrexham. Hopefully it takes off sooner or later. Him not get off the mark yet, but let's see, and hopefully him can fire Wrexham to the Premier League. I'm all for it. You don't have much to say on Bailey Kamachi.
I was happy with this move. I was talking about this with my friend, and we were delighted with the move. Just supporting what you said in terms of Wrexham. They're on an upward trajectory. They've got that Hollywood feeling, the irony between Hollywood and who their owners are, and so on. So they got that little Hollywood storyline going on, and long may it continue. But when that popped up on my screen, my friend sent me the link and just like thoughts. I'm like, yeah. I'm delighted to see that. I'm hoping he'll get settled with Wrexham and he become a regular and can be part of their history, go on to creating some illustrious history with them. But I think, yeah, that's a great position for him to be in. Just like you said, upward trajectory, and that's what we want.
Yeah, definitely. I want as much players because we have a lot of players in the championship. I want as much as them actually going up to the Premier League. Charlton is Mount Pleasant companion, Mr. Gold friend owns Charlton. A friend business I deal with Danny. No man, we love Charlton for real, man. We love Charlton for sure. Big up yourself, Jordan. We love Charlton for sure. But moving right along. So another player that got a move in the winter transfer market, and
just like I called it.
You call it?
Yeah, I don't think I predicted Luton, but at the start of the summer transfer window, I started to do a show, like looking at if it's a good deal, bad move, something of that ilk.
Yeah.
And of course, we knew about what was going on with Kasey Palmer and what we can say former club and the gaffer. Didn't seem like he was definitely not fond of him, even though, certain people tried to dismiss the rumors that were circulating, but you can kind of hear based on the gaffer's post-match press conferences and interviews that there was something going on there with him and Kasey. So I definitely predicted a winter transfer move for Kasey Palmer, because one thing about Kasey Palmer, if you look at his profile, he does not stay at one club for too long. That's
Whoa.
You see what I'm
People
saying?
Look at this resume.
Yeah, he doesn't stay at one club for too long. So if it doesn't float his boat, it can be expected that he's gonna kick rocks. And I like that because my thinking is, I think I've said it a few times in private conversations, that I'm a firm believer in going where you're wanted, not where you're tolerated. So I respect it from Kasey Palmer. Some people might say he's the journeyman, but football is quite ruthless, and business is business, and players have to carry that mindset as well. Business is business, and go where you're wanted, not where you're tolerated.
Yeah, definitely. I'm 100% agree. Again, I think Nikada actually brought up the interview where Kasey talk about he has moved closer to home to spend time with his family, etc., etc. But the most important thing with this is, we all know the midfield issues that we've been having. And one of the things with the midfield issues that we've been having is that even the better midfielders that we have in the team wasn't playing, in my opinion, the requisite minutes. And I know that this is League One. League One is not one of the top 20 teams in the world, but one of the players that were really missed against Curacao was Kasey Palmer, because if you can remember, Kasey Palmer did really a fine footing in the Jamaica team before. Remember, Kasey Palmer did it for the last camp. Injured in a meet actually hopes that Kasey Palmer could have played. So, and I believe that with Kasey Palmer out there, it would have been a different game. Kasey Palmer really a fine back. The old Kasey Palmer, I say. You see another game here, people, that game here against I think it was Bradford. I think it was the one against Blackpool. I think it was the one against Blackpool. Kasey Palmer, salad people. Kasey Palmer, the man that run the game like, he made a tie with them down there in League One. But for me, the most important thing is this. Look at this. Since moving to Luton, 77 minutes, 76 minutes, 89 minutes, 90 minutes, and 90 minutes. And you see, on your show, people, and also people who go over there, we did a show, I was there with Crystal um, on the show where we talked about who was the player that you talk about that you're not sorry for because he should have moved? Ethan Pinnock.
Oh, Ethan Pinnock.
And I guess we
Perfect.
come on to Ethan Pinnock. But basically, you're saying that players who needed a move in a World Cup year should get a move.
Absolutely. And you know what, King? Kobe Mayo is a perfect example of that because he was in the summer transfer window pushing for a move. Like he was saying, I want to move because it's quite clear with England, with their gaffer, Thomas have said, like, for you to be getting a call up, you need to be getting reputable minutes. So this young lad wants to go to the World Cup of his country. And surprise, surprise, now that the dark cloud has left the red half of Manchester and Carrick is at the wheel, he's now being it's been reported that what he's going to be he's in line for a recall to the England national team. It's funny how things can change, but in football, when you're a serious team and you're operated or governed by a serious federation or association, it's to be expected that you must get minutes under your belt. Now, for some players, that's not always the case. I think Harry Maguire is a perfect example of that. He still gets England call up even when he's on the bench, but Puss and Dog don't have the same luck. But yeah, that's a great shout.
Yeah, man. So him getting minutes, nothing for any player in the world. Nothing beats minutes on the pitch. I've never seen a player score a goal from the bench yet. Never. It's not possible. You have to be out there on the grass. You see me? So, Kasey being on the grass, may I tell you, it bodes well for League One some more. Sometimes you have to, if you're not getting the minutes at Championship, you just have to go to a lower league, and that's what he did. And in my opinion, that's what we need. The next player of late that's been getting a lot of minutes is, well, I don't know if I can say a lot, but compared to what Latibeaudiere was getting at the start of the season, because people remember, even when Latibeaudiere was on the bench for Jamaica when Curacao beat with 2-0, Lati didn't kick a ball for Coventry since when last Lati did kick a ball for Coventry? Since May. Well, not even kick a ball? Yeah, May. So May was the last time Lati kicked a ball for Coventry. And since the turn of the year, I guess in December, I'm getting 90 minutes. And then since the turn of the year, I'm play 190 minutes or so. And then he might get sprinkling a 90 minutes run or so. And then the last 2 games back to back 90 minutes. And also, very, very importantly, he's playing for Coventry, and Coventry is top in the league. So next season, 9 out of 10 chance of seeing Joel Latibeaudiere playing some Premier League. And if this means that Lati has taken back his starting spot, again, I'm going to do deep research to realize if there's an injury or whatever, I'm really get back him starting spot. But hopefully this can be Lati's turn event where he's actually reclaiming a starting spot back in this Coventry team after playing these 290 minutes. I think this all bodes well. And he's actually playing centre half, people. He's playing defense. He's a defender. We can judge Latibeaudiere as a defender. And if you judge Latibeaudiere as a defender, Latibeaudiere is an excellent defender. So yeah, Lati's getting game. We make a Lati game time real quick.
I'm just still trying to figure out where is he going to play. Has that question been answered yet, as it relates to the national team? Like where are they going to play? And I kind of still feel like that's an unanswered question. But hopefully, Rudolph Speed would have the answer for us in the next couple of weeks. So I don't know how you feel about that one, but hopefully he'll give us an answer to that one. What seems to be an unanswered question.
Where is he going to play? He's playing centre half right now, so he's going to play in defense. So Lati is a good cover at right back. Probably not your starting right back, but a cover at right back. And then we'll probably having issues at right back. So Lati might find himself as a starting right back.
Who do you think's going to be starting right back though?
Remember that Pree is carded out. Dexter is playing U21, so again, based on the criteria, Dexter is not first in line. I'll be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Dexter is not even in the squad. And based on the even last couple games, them Dexter came under a lot of pressure from the fans, and a lot of people is saying that he's not having the best time of it. Not playing senior football might work against him. So let's see. And with Pree not in the first game, again, are you gonna bring him just for playing the second game? I don't know. That's for the coach to answer. With Dexter relegated to youth football again, what's gonna happen right there? Or is Dexter not playing senior football? What's gonna happen right there? Lati actually is possibly our number one right back right now. Even though he's playing centre half, but right back option.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what it means for the national team. I don't know where it means they're going to be playing him, but we'll get an answer to that question in due course.
Yeah, but I don't think Lati is the most attacking right back. Again, he's playing centre half now, but Lati can do a job on the right back. Let's just say that. The other player and the other midfielder who I really like that is getting minutes is Isaac Hayden. And again, even when Isaac Hayden was playing for Jamaica, Isaac Hayden wasn't getting the most minutes, and we can just double check it. So this was Isaac Hayden playing 290 minutes for Jamaica. And look, before he played those 290 minutes, the 2 games before that, he was literally on the bench. He didn't play 90 minutes here, on the bench here, 71 minutes here, on the bench here. But it seems like they were managing his minutes more than anything else. Because it seemed like he was playing every other game. And even after the games for Jamaica, he was not in the squad, on the bench, 29 minutes on the bench, on the bench, on the bench. So he got up off the bench. I think a player that was playing in the central defensive midfield role was a player by the name of Varane. I think he plays in the Caribbean for a Caribbean team as well. And see, there's 16 minutes, 20 minutes, 18 minutes. So Isaac wasn't really playing. Then you can see him play the 120 minutes in the FA Cup last West Ham there, and from ever since then he's been playing constant minutes. So, and this is what you want from Isaac, because he's your number one CDM. So Isaac playing minutes just bodes well. 79 minutes and an assist in his last game, even though his team lost 3-1. It bodes well for Isaac. We need that. So Isaac and Kasey playing minutes. I think if you ask me, without we getting any new midfielders to the squad, I think Isaac and Kasey are 2 of the starting midfield 3. If you're playing a 3 in midfield, what do you think about that? And them I get minutes.
Yeah, I think I'll need to go back and see the amount of games that they've played so far. But even Kasey, some weeks ago made his move away from Hull City. As I said, we were discussing this on my stream as it relates to Rudolstein and his policy. So paraphrasing, he said, if a player is amassing, let's say his club's totaling 14 games for the season, the player needs to be playing at least 6 to 7 of those matches. So I think once they're hitting those criteria and the performances are applaudable and it makes sense, I can't see why he won't be calling them up. And fair play to them as well, especially Kasey Palmer. I think that's a person there that's very serious about his football and just know that, look, I want to do everything I can to make sure that my country qualifies for the World Cup. Because, correct me if I'm mistaken, at the point when we played against Curacao, he was still on the road to recovery, right? Because despite being injured, he being in the treatment room. I recall him still traveling to Jamaica to support the boys. So he's a real teams player, and I think he's doing all that he can to make sure that he is once selected to play for the boys, but also make sure he can actually do something to help us qualify. Because, as I've said, it's one thing being physically fit, but being physically fit isn't the same as being match fit. So that's why you can't be sitting on the bench and expect to be called to the national team, because you're a disservice. It's like you wouldn't take a wounded dog to war, would you? So why are you taking a bench player to a pivotal intercontinental playoff?
Yeah, and another midfielder real quick is Kara Anderson. Even though we know Kara Anderson, I'll score goal on them something because he's playing a more advanced role. But 2 back-to-back 90 minutes in Kara Anderson's legs, again, and that's a midfielder for you. So again, that bodes well. That at least 3 midfielders we find so far. We are getting minutes. So we can find more. We're gonna find more in future show, but I just do highlight those 3 midfielders real quick. Moving over to Ethan Pinnock real quick because Ethan Pinnock actually played today. Today, Ethan Pinnock actually played a 90 minute. And look at these people. Ethan Pinnock last 90 minutes was in the same competition, FA Cup. So Ethan Pinnock looked like him just get FA Cup 90 minutes. What happens to Ethan Pinnock? That's very interesting going forward because last time playing at the Premier League was against Arsenal, Crystal's team. And before that, the game was in November. Last time he played any minutes at all was in November, the game against Curacao. And even before that, he wasn't playing a lot of minutes. So, lose him spot. The only game that I play a FA Cup. I'm going to be honest with you right now, Crystal.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure Ryan said on your show to say that him should be starting. But if Ethan Pinnock doesn't even make the squad, I don't know, I'm conflicted about it because he's a Premier League player. But what sense are you a Premier League player and you're not playing?
But the thing is, King, and park Ethan Pinnock to the side. There's a lot of Premier League players, and we don't need to name their names. And despite being a Premier League player, they play like Bambi on ice. They play like they've got 2 left foot. Saying that to say, just because you are a Premier League player, that doesn't mean that you are the right fit. Doesn't mean that you come with the right ingredients. And that's no shade on Ethan Pinnock, but I can't I can't avoid my principles. I can't move the goalpost just because you're a Premier League player. Like, the rule is quite simple. For you to get a call to the national team, you have to be playing minutes for your clubs. Like, it has to be that clear and obvious. And I'm not moving the goalpost for no one. I don't care if you're playing Premier League or Champions. Well, you wouldn't be playing Premier League or Champions League. You just happen to belong to a Premier League club because right now he just belongs to a Premier League club, but he's not playing. And if you are a leader, you need to be playing. Remember, they say like what? Attack wins you game, defense wins you titles. Something of the similar ilk could be said for getting us to qualify for the FIFA Men's World Cup. The goals are going to win you games, but it's the defense that's going to take you over the line. Do I trust that you can take me over the line?
So
not really.
So that one is kind of very, very interesting, and because I've always said this, I must stick by this. So I know that you just say standards, keeping up the standards for everybody, but I also believe in exception for exceptional players. He's an exceptional player, but again, he's not getting younger. 32-year-old. Is he the same player? Can he provide the same? Probably if he did 25, me I shut my eye and say, yo, Crystal, I'm sorry, a Premier League player. I'm not getting a game, but guess what? I'm prime at 25. Again, 32 is not really old for a centre-half, but again, I think he should be in the squad. I say it's very hypocritical because of the exception. You have conditions you apply, one time your product and its conditions apply. I'm sorry, but I know it's on a way. I think he should still be in the squad because he can add more than just playing. Should he be an automatic starter now? That one up for debate because again, you really have to look on the other centre of them who actually start for them club. Will you start Latibeaudiere? Very interesting. But me say right now, not the squad, people don't beat me. I'm off the nice squad, but
on the basis of what though? Why does he have to be in the squad?
Because he have more one. Alright, so the basis of the first thing is that who are the other centre backs that are ahead of him that are actually playing. So that's the first thing. I can't name them off the top of my head. We just say Lati, we going to do him for play. He might play centre half, yes, but is he playing? If any of the centre half them off the top of my head, you have Richard King who actually play. Then who else? That's probably about it. To be honest.
The reason why I'm asking you is that I think and we've kind of shot ourselves in the foot already. Like we definitely shot ourselves in the foot earlier on in the first stages of the qualifiers when we're calling up clubless players. Once you do that, you have to move the goalposts for all the other players. So you have to give the other players some leeway as well. So to me, we're in a position where it's like we've made so many mistakes that we just have to continue on said trajectory, because if you call up an Ethan Pinnock, you can probably count how many times he's played on one hand so far this season, then you have to do the same for other players. Right now, he's a bench player, irrespective of the fact that he's playing Premier League football. There's a reason why he's falling down the pecking order for Brentford, irrespective of the fact that he's a club legend, but he is now also a bench player for a reason. So it's one thing calling up to the national side because of what he has done in the past and because he's a Premier League player, but you have to do the same for other players as well. That's the thing.
Well,
you can't make excuses for one and not the other, you know?
Well, you just made the point, because he's a Premier League player. No, if you're doing that for Premier League players, that's fine. If you're doing that for Champions League players, that's fine. No, are you going to do it for Championship players? No. Where does the line draw? Where does the line draw? I guess probably the line can draw if you're doing it for players in the top 20 league, but that are too much players, I say. I think you're right. You're spot on. Doing it your way takes away the gray area. It takes away the what? Yeah, I mean, I know only for Premier League players you have in the Crystal. About what? About 3 Premier League players.
I just don't think. I mean, with the greatest bit of respect to him, for me, just the fact that you're a Premier League player shouldn't mean that you should be given a call up to the national team merit. Like I said, these days when I watch the Reggae Boyz play, I'm not looking at men of honor. I'm not looking at a group of 23 players who have earned the right to represent the black, green, and gold. Like, again, I can't tell you the last time I came across an interview where they're saying that it is an honor to play for the national team. Is it, or did you rob that honor? Should you really be here? Like, I just don't look at them and say, I'm looking at 23 players who have earned the right to put on the black, green, and gold. And that's obviously something that we probably have to put to the side, but just change it going forward for the 2020 30 cycle, because we can't continue on the same trajectory, because we're going to end up with the same end result. At this moment in time, it's almost like insanity. You're doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome. Like, we know the script, we know how the story is going to end, but we're still hopeful.
So see one more the center of them here of same 32-year-old. And he actually made a move to Indonesia with Dewa United. Get him first 90 minutes. So I guess him do himself a favor right in the nick of time, but then again, Indonesia league, I don't know. I don't know anything about the league. I don't know about the quality. Is it Bush League, people? I don't know. But I guess he'll get 90 minutes. So I guess this is a player that made a move because he want to be playing, but I don't know if it make 90 minutes in the Bush League or 0 minutes in the Premier League. Who you picking?
But
I say a Bush League. I don't know if a Bush League I play. I'm just saying. I don't know.
Exactly. And also as well, like, look, if you really want to play for Jamaica and you're all about honoring the colors, as I said, men of honor, you could have made a move elsewhere. You could have took either a short-term deal or search for a long-term deal. If it's a case of saying, I know the only way to represent the country is by playing football. But right now, a couple players are comfortable because they know they don't have to have a club to represent Jamaica. So the standard is actually quite, as I said, is piss poor. You don't have to have a club to play for Jamaica. So in reality, I don't blame Ethan Pinnock, because if a player, and it's not just this cycle, if you look back at the last World Cup cycle, we made the same mistake where we were calling up clubless players. So I don't blame Ethan Pinnock, because we don't have much of a standard about ourselves anyway. So why should certain players, or why should all players, if we're being honest?
See, another player plays centre half. So just like Joel Latibeaudiere, Amari Bell is actually playing centre half. And again, let me say this. I don't want to see Amari Bell playing left back again. Me no want him get left back. Amari Bell, if you're there back of the line, don't get left back. Come to the front of the line. No left back. Right and no more you play all anywhere but left back. Done with the left back thing. You're a centre half right now. And that's the more I see you play. Amari Bell should be a centre half option. So left footed centre half options, we have Ethan Pinnock, we have Amari Bell, and hopefully Freckleton paperwork can forward and we get in a player like Freckleton. Them they are the left centre back options and what we're supposed to have. Me no want to hear nobody. Amari Bell, no left back. But this is a player that's playing 90 minutes at centre half. He's a centre half right now. So again, I'm not sure about him playing centre half in a back four because for some reason I don't think that would have been the best thing with fit him. But a centre half in a back three as a left centre back, I think Amari Bell got that done. But I think Charlton actually changed their system. Oh, it seems like they're playing back with a back three now. Ah, good. CP, right, the same for play. Go ahead.
Do you think Mr. Speed will I'm not saying that he's going to, but do you think he might possibly search in the JPL for a centre back?
I don't think so. Personally, I don't think so. And again,
you a centre back in the JPL?
Me not think so. I don't think so. I don't think you'd do that. Me not know. I guess when I have him on, I can ask him that question and about essential midfielder, but me not think so. And that's not me like knocking why or me saying anything negative about the players in the JPL as well. But I don't think so. I think that
it's a genuine question.
No, and you have me thinking now, because remember say a squad pick, and that's a show that I need to do. I need to do a show on the squad actually, because me like for talk about them, because I like leave them behind. But the squad, so the best centre half on the island right now is a player called Stevie Young that is playing for Portmore United. He's the one that is closest to the team. But I don't expect Stevie Young to be in the team based on the options we have. So I don't think so. That's your question. But no, I want to go down there already. She have me, I think, people don't know what kind of question this Crystal asking.
It's a genuine question. I'm just curious. Are there no centre backs in the JPL that can be called upon?
No, I think Stevie Young is the closest one to the team. Again, so in the current team, you have Stevie Young. I think you have Fitzroy Cummins. And then we see the recent call up of Leng. But Leng wasn't in the initial squad. So Leng, I don't think Leng is there as yet. Who else the next centre? Ming can play centre. Come on. Chris, I would say no. Let me just say no and move right along. It's actually good to Bill actually play centre back. That's actually good. Now to the player that, just like you said, Greg Lay really did himself no justice. Inactive. People is inactive. He's not even registered. He's not even registered anymore to play for Oxford. So this, I don't think we need to waste no time on Greg Lay. I think Greg Lay, do yourself no justice. You make the transfer window gone, and you're at a club that you have been deregistered. So I don't think we have no more. People now look on Greg Lay no more. This is the last time I'll be looking at Greg Lay. So Greg Lay for left back, no longer option in my book. Greg and Amari Bell for left back is no longer option in my book. So that are two left back gone. We not on the left back and one on the right back in that.
You're not calling out Amari Bell entirely.
No, Bell I get called as a centre half option.
Are you saying you want to play him as okay? My apologies.
So Bell is a centre half option. Lati is a centre half option / and I guess probably him can do a job at left back. Just me no want to see my left back. I just say leave the left back alone.
So are you saying your centre back pairing, the options would for the time being, you're saying King, the vice captain, Low?
King. So in the centre back option, them King, Low, Pinnock, as I guess Pinnock grandfather then. King, Low, Pinnock, Bell, Latibeaudiere so far, but I wanted to take a look at also Mace Allgate because Mace Allgate also got a move.
Yes, he did.
And he got a move and he played 90 minutes for him first game. So we're going to keep a track. So Mace Allgate is another option. How much that? 5, 6 we gone. So I guess let's see if the move help him 20 minutes in last game, but it's like one cup game. So we're not judging upon that. We could see when league minutes them look like. We're gonna see what Allgate going with. But while we talk about that, we talk about Dexter, and again, I think this is the last time we're gonna look at Dexter
Bless
until
him.
break him way in the team. So if Dexter can't break him way in a Wolves Premier League team right now, he's playing youth football, and from my understanding, if you play youth football, you're not gonna be making the team. So I think Dexter is out right now, so I don't think we're gonna be looking at Dexter anymore. But we have to say hats off to Richard King. People want to take off my hat, but I not take off my hat. So we just have to say hats off to Richard King because Richard King has been one of the players that were really a hold on consistent minutes as a Reggae Boys. I know that it's not a top. No, I don't think Scottish League is top 20, but be a player making the jump from JPL and really gone over the 90 minutes, 120 minutes. So I'm really a hold on in place consistently playing 90 minutes. But the man of the moment, and I think the most informed Reggae Boys right now is the man himself, Rico Henry. And that's why I'm left the best for last. Rico Henry, people, the man of the moment. Rico Henry has really get back in game after such a bad injury and really has taken back the role as the starting left back for a Premier League team.
Yeah, he's playing.
He's actually playing. Big up yourself, J.A. Hummingbird saying that did anyone check to see if Greg is injured? I didn't see anything that said Greg is injured. J.A. Hummingbird, good night, bless up yourself. But I not see nothing where I'm injured, so I don't know. I not see nothing where I'm injured. Oh yeah, Kyle Duncan, Max Aarons can play right back. Dujuan Sterling, so probably need some right back options. So yeah, but yeah, I have a few images. I'm gonna run across the screen real quick. Again, Crystal, go to bed. If you need to go to bed, you have been.
No, I mean, what? It's almost 10 to 6 in the morning.
I'm not holding
And
hostage.
we spoke throughout the day, and I did not sleep yesterday. I couldn't sleep. And you obviously know the reason for that. And you know when your body is on a bit of a high. So my body's on a high right now. So even if I just closed off, it's gonna take me a while to sleep. So now we're good.
I'm running up in like 8 to 3 minutes. All right, so Monga did play. Real quick on this one. I'm just throwing this one out there. I saw this comment, people. I'm finding it very interesting. So somebody posted Demarai Nolan was the best player from the World Cup qualifiers. I remember that included USA and Mexico players as well. And Demarai Nolan got the best player. No, not only somebody. What am I saying? Have some respect, King. Ricardo Bibi Gardner, the honorable Ricardo Bibi Gardner posted this. Put him on the senior squad for the qualifiers. Let him have the experience, whether he makes the 11 bench or not. What do we make of this? Nolan was the best player in the under 17 qualifiers, 17-year-old. I'm going to know him forward from. I think Ricardo Bibi Gardner actually made the team as young as Nolan. So Bibi made the national team as young as Nolan. But what do you think about this, though? Coming from a legend himself, though. Coming from a player that did it all.
You know what's funny? I think you took the words out my mouth, and I was thinking, and it's not a criticism, but I think it's probably speaking more from a lived experience perspective, just like what you alluded to. Probably can see himself in the player, and he probably knows the benefits of being in said position. Oh Lord, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. So sorry. Go be careful when you're over here. My bad. Yeah, you know.
People
You know
mature
the point I was
Crystal.
trying to, you know the point I was trying to make. I'm so sorry.
No,
And
yeah,
you're
but
as well. I'm so sorry.
you're
Yeah.
right, you know. I think he might come from a sentimental place because he was
Yeah.
once there and he was coming
Yeah.
off the higher. But again, for me personally, if a 17-year-old step up to the plate and him can come add value, I'm not against it, you know. But I just think that the options them will have, and again, people are gonna say how much more options we have in midfield. But I don't know. 17-year-old Nolan, you know, say if it for happen, I'll be
I think it
honest.
speaks volumes as well, King. I think it probably requires some wider thinking, but I think we're also forgetting that Bibi's been around this crop of boys. So he must know something that we don't know. He's a bit of a fly on the wall. He's been there. He knows what the culture is like in the team. He knows who's capable of doing what. So if he's putting this young lad forward, there must be a reason, adding to the whole sentimental lived experience perspective. But I mean, look, if you're one of the seniors in the team and the legend himself is putting forward a young player, then you should be ashamed of yourself because this is clearly a player there that he believes in more so. I don't want to speak for Bibi, but more so than certain other elders in the team. And I'm not talking about
Yeah.
midfielders. I'm just talking about players in general. You know?
Yeah. So how I look at it is that I would be all for a 17-year-old playing in the team, but I would have prefer that 17-year-old be playing club football, senior football at his club level already, tearing it up. So yeah, the we call it now, the body of work that we have seen of Nolan so far, again, big up the player. Great that him get best player in the whole playoffs, CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers under 17. Great. But for me personally, Fig make a statement like what Baby make, and Baby knows. Me can safely say I think Baby knows about football more than me. I think so. I genuinely think so. So as I said, Baby know him attack about. Me just there attack about the or me know. But me not think me know as well Baby know. However, me can say for me personally and my personal preference, I would like Nolan to play some senior football and a tier top film club as well. And who knows, probably the season him start do that over there with him Toronto MLS and Nolan show say him ready. He have to put up him on and show say him ready, but right now I don't have nobody I work for show say for call for 17-year-old Nolan. Me be honest. If it was the under 20 team, I would say call him off to the under 20 team. The under 20 team have World Cup qualifiers coming up. Yeah, give him a shot in the under 20 team. I would say yes. I would advocate for him for the under 20 team. And again, ideally, we don't want some 17-year-old right now. We don't want two Lamin Yamal in the team, but Yamal do it at the club level against seniors. So I would say until him do that, I can't advocate for him as yet, to be honest. He's not above his age figure. Exactly. Me not have nobody at work I show that, but yeah, so here is a player though that's actually performing with, I would say, senior players, and this is a player where came on my radar of late, Crystal is a player where you probably wonder who he is. I think I probably know who he is. But Andre Brooks are one of them heritage players that were actually I'm hoping to make this last cut. He's left-footed as well. Andre Brooks has been on smokes, as they say over there in your side of the world, Crystal. He has been on smokes. The players fire. So Andre Brooks is a player where I gotta be advocating for people. So when I see more Andre Brooks video coming up, and we have to get familiar, we have to know him game, we have to get familiar with his game. We have to know Andre Brooks player, people, because this player, may I tell you, he's on fire. And may I tell you, he's a player who I really like him game, left-footed, currently playing on the right wing. I think most people had him as a number 10. It seemed to me that he is moving to a more right wing kind of game. But do you know the player though, Crystal?
I saw this particular move like pop up on my social media, but before that, that's not a play that I was tracking, if I'm being completely honest, but I saw it pop up and I didn't read much into it. I just kind of saw it and just kept it moving. I think it was over on is it X, something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably someone that's definitely I should be keeping my eyes on.
Yeah, so he's currently 22 years old. He's actually playing for Sheffield United. So this is his recent record. Look at this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games. So in his last 5 games, he have 4 goals. So this youth has scored 4 goals in his last 5 games. Him hot like fire. So far for the season, yeah, I guess him hit a purple farm patch because him have 5 goals in 28 games. But watch this. Did you know that Andre Brooks would have played Premier League football for Sheffield United already? Is that you will play Premier League football
Yes,
in
that
the
means you're calling
23?
him up then.
No, you would have played Premier. No, he's playing Championship football. No, he's playing in the top 20 leagues.
Yeah, but he played Premier League football, so call him up.
Right now, Andre Brooks. People make a rally for him, make an advocate for him. So Andre Brooks, people, look out for more advocacy for Andre Brooks coming right up, people, because definitely a player where me think set for the in and around him for the nice squad. Him for the nice squad, hot baller. 4 goals in 5 games, hot baller, and them hot baller there. We are playing at the top 20 leagues. We really want. You see me? Seymour Reid. Now the interesting thing why I'm gonna bring up Seymour Reid is the fact that Seymour Reid actually got called up to the senior squad recently. So with the whole Nolan situation and Seymour Reid at 17, again, it's so ironic that Seymour Reid would have gotten called up recently. He didn't get a game, but I think one of the things that was said is that he's been other countries are after him. Countries like I think USA is also eligible to play for USA. I think so they're saying that them call him that they can't forget him around the squad because them don't want USA thief him. But Seymour Reid play U17 football. So what kind of thief them got? One more we need for sure. Seymour Reid, he already play U17 football. So let's see. Just like Nolan, I'm very interested to see the season him have. Again, he's repping the Jamaica flag, rep, and also his clubmate, Tyrus Gray. And again, a lot of people dash with Tyrus Gray, but people we need right back options. And I know that we have Max Irons, we have Dujuan Sterling, we have even Duncan there in the same league as right back options, but Tyrus Gray rep the black, gold, and green there. So yeah. Also, people we have to say, even though transfer window done, but we did see them move Romario Williams, USL. I don't know if Romario Williams will still be in the thinking, but he make a move to the USL. I don't know. Make a that. Again, Kyle Duncan, after the transfer window did close, we see Kyle Duncan actually making a move to Minnesota to play, to stay in the MLS. So let's see how Kyle Duncan goes. He's a player whom I really like. I don't think he made his debut for Jamaica senior team. I don't think he made his debut. I think he got called up. I don't think he played, but he's a player whom I really like. And Kyle Duncan are going to play MLS some more. So let's see how that goes. And Kyle Duncan will be playing for the same team as one James Rodriguez. Remember James Rodriguez, people, the legend of all legends. So Duncan will be over there. So it's so ironic. Duncan, a right back, will be over there playing in the same team with James, while Ian Frey is over there playing in the same team with Messi. Come on, people. We have some good quality right back options. Yeah, so I think this one is very interesting. I don't know if you saw this image, but this is Jordan Fletcher.
No,
Jordan
I did
Fletcher
not.
made his move.
He's gone to Asia, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, over there in the Vietnamese league. And me, I tell you, say, for me, and these are the things where actually make me proud. We see,
Different.
we get a different feel of a different culture. Fletcher over there, good I say what this. I want just and I just me up in about this are the man them culture. Go on, right? That's not just people. It's not a just no offense. It's not a just. But I'm just saying to him, not ever seen something like this coming from Jamaica and really just experiencing different culture. You just it's a different feel. You get me? I say over there, appreciate somebody else's culture. Big up yourself, Jordan Fletcher. I think this move, I think them something are things where you really want to see. You get me? I say, but yeah, yeah, people basically that I think we've gone a lot. Today me I talk about this, No man, a serious thing, man. Boy, Jay, a joke, a serious thing. Efran Mason Clark get called up, just hope him play good for. Yeah, Efran Mason Clark is the other one. So I'll be advocating for Efran Mason Clark and Andre Brooks a lot more, isn't it? So King, if USA call the man for play under 21 for USA, I think him will take and play in a World Cup. Yeah, that one interesting, I understand Reed a play with big man. Yeah, man, Reed a play with big man. So I understand Reed. I'm really hoping have a good year. But people, right, so we're gonna round up the show, people. You see me, I send Crystal Gar. Bed, Crystal Gar sleep,
You know what, King? I kid you not, I'm thinking about my next live stream and I shouldn't.
No, we should. You should be thinking about the next live stream. That you should be doing.
You're talking, I got this habit and I hate it because I don't know if you do it, but as soon as you finish planning another one live stream, you'd move on to the other one. So I'm literally thinking about my next live stream. So
that's what I have to be doing because I have a stream. Today's already Tuesday. And you see what Jordan put up? I take Tuesday later. Because him already call me out. Him basically I tell me say, me have active later. I'll be live later, people. I'll be live later and have some videos. Yeah. I should be having some pre-recording coming up soon. So yes, I'll take Tuesdays later. I need to get some rest though after this. Me have work in the morning. So we are gonna make it up. But people, it was a pleasure again, Crystal. Thanks for forwarding over here. You don't know it's a tribe, people. You don't know the value we add to the space. It's always a pleasure having you on, Crystal. But yeah, Reggae Boyz Watch. You're welcome. You're welcome. You want to leave them with anything in the last take?
No, yeah, it's been great coming back over onto your channel, and thank you for doing the same with mine live stream earlier on. My only apologies is for the time. I was aiming for 10 p.m. UK time, but I had a very difficult day, hence the time being pushed back a couple of times. But no, thank you for blessing me with your time. Same goes for the landlord as well for popping over on my live stream. And big ups to the guys in your chats. Hope everyone is in good health. Hope everyone is happy and well. And big ups to you all the time. Oh, and big ups to the tribe. We didn't big up the tribe.
Yeah, big up the tribe. Big up the tribe. Big up the tribe. Big up Nikada. Big up Ryan. Big up Fire. Big up on yourself. Big up on yourself. Big up everybody. Yeah, man. But big up yourself, Crystal. Thanks for coming. People, big up everybody. Jordan. I'll take Tuesday on later. You might get a surprise guest. You might. Truthful. True. Big up yourself. Today me I talk about that. Everybody in the building. One love. Efran Mason Clark. Big up yourself to everybody who've been here. Big up yourself, J.A. Omenberg. Big up yourself as usual. Glenroy, big up yourself. Bless up yourself. Night. Big up yourself, J.A. Omenberg. People, until next time, I don't know, I'm leaving you guys. Jermaine with the last second super chat. Jano, Jermaine, big up yourself. No, the last second, I will watch back on the replay. Big up yourself, Jermaine. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Excellent. I close because I was just about to hit the end button, Jermaine. Big up yourself. Yeah, man, we are trying to make it so only can actually watch back on the replay. But thanks for the super chat, Jermaine. Big up yourself, people. You see, Jermaine, I bless up the channel, people. Big up yourself. But people, until next time, it's your boy King Crystal was here, Talawa TV, people. Now go over there. Also subscribe to Talawa TV and hit the like button on the way up. And until next time, you don't know, people. Hold on, they will the intro there. Big up Talawa, Jermaine, I say, but yeah, big up yourself, Jermaine, for the super chat.
Jermaine.
Run it. See the show now at end, Crystal. How can I show now at end?
Good.
Run the outro.
Ball Pree TV, big them up. Yes, everyone, Kasey Palmer, big up Pree TV. Like, share, subscribe.
Boom! I don't know about TV, we are big up, I don't know. Boom! I want Ball Pree TV, you don't know how to think. Big up yourself every time.
Like, share, and subscribe to Ball Pree TV.
I will tell them, say, Ball Pree TV, I will tell them Tyrus is nothing. Zoom in for the diamond then.
Oh,
Image
shit.
is everything. obey your image. How we make them know? I've seen enough TV before, but I've never seen a TV like this. I've seen enough station before, but PTV, the one you top the list. Room! Shizzle for cheesy. I didn't know big enough ball TV would be so easy. Kaboom! Room! Sham! Kaboom!